Well, hey, everybody, this is Robert, and welcome to this Outbreak News Podcast. And today I'm going to take you back about 40 years ago and take you to Oregon. And this is what happened in this short historical podcast I'm going to do today. Now, before the anthrax scares of 2001, there was another story in the U.S. related to bioterrorism. Many of you may have never heard the story. Many of you are too young. Regardless, it did happen to be the first case of bioterrorism in the United States, and I want to go ahead and share with you that story in public health history. The year was 1984 in the small town of the Dalles, Oregon. Today it has a population of around 16,000, located in Wasco County. The leader, an Indian guru and mystic named Bhagwan, Shree, Rajneesh, settled in Oregon to set up a community for him and his followers. They bought about 65,000 acres of land and took political control of the neighboring town of Antelope, which had a population of about 75 people. They changed the name to Rajneeshees. They continued to expand by transporting thousands of homeless people by the busload to their compound, trying to grow their constituency. The local population, whose relationship at first was friendly with the Rajneeshees, turned sour as they disapproved with the way the commune was expanding. It started as building permits were being denied for the Rajneeshees. The Rajneeshees decided to attempt to gain political control by trying to win seats in the Wasco County government. To win the elections, they decided to take drastic action. The Rajneeshees decided the way to win the election was to incapacitate the voters of the Dalles so they would be too sick and stay home, and the Rajneeshees could win the elections. Well, how would they do this dastardly deed? Between September and October of 1984, numerous people were coming forth with horrible symptoms: diarrhea and fever, and chills, vomiting, and bloody stools. It was confirmed that the citizens were sick with salmonella enterica typhimurium, a bacteria that causes food poisoning and gastroenteritis. Public health officials have never seen anything like this. There hasn't been a case of salmonella in several years in this county. Now they had 751 cases. Now, upon interviewing the victims, they were able to establish a common link to 10 restaurants. But unlike more common sources of salmonella, like meats, poultry, and eggs, it was linked to lettuce at salad bars. Upon investigation, it was determined that a member either spread it over the food at the salad bar or poured it into the salad dressing. Of curiosity, the town of Rajneeshees had a small medical laboratory which had the exact strain in their stock as the strain that infected so many. In the end, 751 people became ill, with 45 hospitalized. Fortunately, nobody perished as a result of this diabolical plot. The candidates for the Rajneeshees put up for the county seats all lost. Bhagwan Shree Rajneesh was later arrested for immigration violations and deported back to India. 2 high-ranking officials for the cult were prosecuted and imprisoned for numerous crimes, including second-degree assault for the poisonings. Now, salmonella can be found normally in poultry, swine, and other animals. Ensure you thoroughly cook all chicken, turkey, eggs, and other meats to a time and temperature to kill the bacteria. Avoid cross-contamination in the kitchen with utensils and cutting boards while preparing food. Salmonella is commonly found in pets like turtles and iguanas, cats and hamsters. This frequently becomes an issue with the youngsters who handle these pets and do not have the best hand washing habits. Do not eat or drink foods using raw eggs or unpasteurized milk. Now, the story of the Rajneeshees was not highly publicized when it first happened. At first, it was thought to be contamination by an infected food handler because that was the most plausible explanation. The salmonella attack is considered the first confirmed instance of chemical or biological terrorism to have occurred in the United States. This happened 40 years ago in the US. Thanks for listening.